The Turkish people voted for a yes in the referendum. Let's see how the Germans reacted. Hello everybody, back to my interesting pictures. Good to see you back again today, one day earlier than normally, but that is because of the recent events in Turkey. Also, if you always want to stay updated in terms of my videos, make sure to click the notification bell on my channel, because like this you will always get obviously a notification when a new video is up online. So perhaps you already know it, Turkey voted in the Turkish referendum about the constitutional change, and as it stands now, it is all in favor of Erdogan, even though it is very close. But it has to be said that the opposition does not accept the result just yet, because they say there is a lot of manipulation going on amongst a huge amount of votes. But either way, Erdogan doesn't really care about that at the moment. He's actually celebrating his victory. And before we get into the German reactions, I would like to show you some statistics in terms of the referendum. In fact, 51.2% of all Turkish people voted for a yes in terms of changing the constitution, whilst 48.8% voted for a no, and those numbers refer to all Turkish people all around the world. And if we take a look now how Turks in Europe voted, you can clearly see that especially in the Midwestern part of Europe, the Turkish people were definitely in favor of the change in constitution, which will give especially Erdogan more power in the future. The countries where Turks voted for a yes include Germany, France, Austria, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, and many more. The result from the Turkish people in Germany actually looks like this. 63% voted with a yes and 37% voted with a no. And of course the German politicians already reacted to all of this. For example, the foreign minister Sigmar Gabriel said on Twitter, "It is good that such a fierce fought election campaign, also here in Germany, is over now." Martin Schulz, who is the biggest opponent of Angela Merkel in this year's German election and also the head of the Social Democratic Party in Germany, said the following thing on Twitter as well. This close result of the referendum shows Erdogan is not Turkey. Commitment for democracy and human rights have to continue. Cem Özdemir, who's head of the Green Party in Germany and has also Turkish roots, said on Twitter the following thing: "Greetings to all who are fighting for democracy. It is an important day. We are with you. We will win." The right-wing party AfD did actually retweet a tweet from one of their politicians who said the following thing: "All Turks with a German passport which voted today for an Islamic dictatorship in Turkey are more than welcome to leave Germany." Other politicians said that the relationship between Turkey and Germany has to be re-evaluated, plus that talks of Turkey entering the EU have to be stopped. Whilst other politicians said, "Oh well, let's just wait and see, the result is not official yet." And if you take a moment to go on Twitter and search for the German hashtag Referendum, which is pretty much the same word in English actually, you will find the following statements in German. I mean, obviously there are also tweets which are very positive in terms of supporting Erdogan, but the ones which I found were mainly negative about the results. One user says, "Insecure human beings always need a leader who leads the way. The referendum doesn't really surprise me." NDG or NDAG says the following thing: "More Turks in Germany than in Turkey are against the democracy. That is something to think about." A different user said, "My friend Ziha voted in Mainz with a no and is asking herself, did I give vote for nothing?" Alexander expressed his feelings on Twitter like this: "I can't describe how mad I am when human beings give up their freedom that easily." Somebody else had actually a more satirical approach to the things. 1933 is calling, it wants its script back. And it is always very interesting to take a look at the headlines of the German newspapers, because it always gives you some sort of notion of how they want their readers to view the topic, of how they want them to perceive the topic. And I would say let's start with the Bild. They titled the event like this: "Now he wants the death penalty." So they actually moved from the result to perhaps one of the first things Erdogan is going to do. The FAZ or FAZ headlined their title story about it at that very evening like this: Through the Wild Erdoganistan. Focus Online used the following title: Every second was against Erdogan. Experts fear a violent chaos in Turkey. Whilst the Süddeutsche Zeitung and Die Zeit used a more modest headline: Election Commission. Turks vote for Erdogan change in constitution. And Election Commission declares the Yes camp as the winners. So these were the reactions from Germany. Now I want to know from you guys, is this result, which is just not official yet, you know, we have to wait and see if this is actually going to be the result, but I want to know from you, is it good or is it bad? Let me know that in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this latest My Interesting Pictures video. Make sure to like it if you liked it, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new, and there's not much more to say other than, as always, stay interested to be My Interesting. Goodbye.